Football League, and we are on the eve of Thanksgiving, and I want to wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving. We're on the eve of it. Happy Eve. And also, Thanksgiving tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe. Whatever you're doing, whether you're hanging out with family, whether you're hanging out by yourself, whether you're, I guess, with a large group of people or not, certainly enjoy the time off because we don't seem to get enough time off anymore. Not to rant, but it's like we're right back at square one before the pandemic, where we weren't taking a lot of time off. Then we had a lot of time off, and now we're back going 800,000 miles per hour. Anyway, Week 12 in the National Football League will start on Thursday on Thanksgiving with 3 games. By the way, I'm at 95 wins, 69 losses. I was 10-4 last week. And we're going to start off with, at 12:30 p.m. on Fox, on Turkey Day, the Green Bay Packers at 4-6 at the 8-2 Detroit Lions. And I'm going to take the Lions in this one. They seem to have the Packers number. There was the longest time for about 3 decades where the Green Bay Packers had the Detroit Lions number. That has changed. It's Detroit now that has Green Bay's number. And I'm going to take the Lions in this one. Remember, I got the Lions going to the Super Bowl because my other Super Bowl pick, the Cincinnati Bengals, that's not going to happen. Well, I shouldn't say it's not going to happen. It's not likely to happen. Next, we have at 4:30 p.m. on CBS, the 4-7 Washington Commanders at the 7-3 Dallas Cowboys. And I'm going to take the boys in this one. I think the time is ticking for Ron Rivera as head coach of the Commies. And I'm going to take Dallas to win this one. And then Sunday Night Football on a Thursday. I say that because it's NBC's coverage. 8:20 p.m. This is a good one. San Francisco 49ers at Seattle Seahawks. So we start off with an NFC Norris showdown. Then we go to an NFC East showdown. And then we have an NFC West showdown. I bet the NFC South is like, hey, where's our game? I don't know. 49ers are at 7-3, and the Seabags, Seattle's at 6-4. I'm going to take San Francisco in this one because Seattle looks a bit dinged up, and that could be a problem because they need all their guys on deck right now because they're 6-4. They're sniffing it. They're not in it yet. Whereas the Niners look like they're going to clinch the NFC West very soon. I'm going to take San Francisco in this one. So 2 home teams and a road team. And then our first ever Black Friday game in the NFL at 3 p.m. on Prime on Friday. The Miami Dolphins at 7-3 are at the 4-6 New York Football Jets. The Zach Wilson era starting looks to be over for now. Aaron Rodgers might be coming back next week or the week after that. It might be too little too late, though, for the 4-6 Jets. Dolphins are your leaders in the AFC East. Why do I keep saying NFC? AFC. The AFC East. And I am going to take the Miami Dolphins to win this game and further delay the misery for the New York Football Jets. And then we go to the Sunday games. Another division matchup where it's the New Orleans Saints at 5-5 at the 4-6 Atlanta Falcons. And I'm going to take the Falcons in this one. Desmond Ridder has a 5-1 record at home. And I've got the Falcons winning the division. Plus, we don't know if Derek Carr is going to start or not at press time. I don't know. He's got his concussion. Jameis Winston is a turnover machine. We'll see what happens. Taysom Hill, plug and play. See what happens. And then Sunday at 1 p.m., another division matchup. Every game has been a division matchup. When's the monotony going to end? We don't know. Pittsburgh Steelers 6-4. At the 5-5 Cincinnati Bengals. That is this Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. And I'm going to take the Steelers in this one because I don't know about Cincinnati moving forward. I think it might be over now. Joe Burrow's wrist, he's out for the rest of the season. And it doesn't look promising with the other guys coming in. 1 p.m. on Fox, we've got the Carolina Panthers at 1-9, 1 game away from official elimination, by the way. At the Tennessee Titans, who are 3-7, and this is the non-divisional game. And I'm going to take the Titans in this one. I just think the Carolina Panthers are struggling and will continue to do so. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS, another non-divisional game as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 4-6 are at the 5-5 Indianapolis Colts, and I'm going to take the Colts at home in this one. 1 p.m. on Fox on Sunday, a Super Bowl 42 and 46 matchup, or a rematch. The New England Patriots at 2-8 at the 3-8 New York Football Giants. And I'm going to take the Pats in this one. It's all hands on deck, though. However, it could be Mac Jones. It could be Bailey Zappi. Might not be either of those guys. And I'm going to take the Patriots. They had the week off. They needed this bye week. They're going to be out of it, but I think they needed this bye week more than anything. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS, another division game. The 7-3 Jacksonville Jaguars are at the 6-4 Houston Texans, the vastly improved Houston Texans, who are in the race now, not just for a wild card spot, possibly the division. C.J. Stroud is probably the rookie of the year for sure. He's got to be, right? At least the offensive rookie of the year. And it's in Houston. It's going to be a close one, but I think Jacksonville gets the win here. I think the Jags take it. And then 4:05 p.m. on Fox. This is a good game all of a sudden. The 7-3 Cleveland Browns are at the 5-5 Denver Broncos. And you know how it is with Cleveland. They'll take a few steps forward and take a couple back. Although they have beaten Pittsburgh and they have beaten Baltimore, not in that order, but Baltimore then Pittsburgh. I don't know. It's in Denver. Things are clicking for the Broncos, just barely enough to win, and that's what matters most. And I think the Broncos are going to win this game over the Browns. Sunday at 4:05 p.m. on Fox, an NFC West showdown between the Los Angeles Rams, 4-6, at the 2-9 Arizona Cardinals. Now, it looks like Kyler Murray is back, but how back is he? How far back or forward is he? I'm going to take the Rams in this one, and the Rams are starting to click a little bit too. And could be sneaking in on a wild card. We'll see. And then 4:25 p.m. on CBS, another divisional matchup between the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, who took one on the chin on Monday Night Football, against the Philadelphia Eagles in a rematch of last year's Super Bowl in KC. It was in Arizona last year, but the game was in Kansas City on Monday. You get the idea. In the Kelsey Bowl or the Andy Reid Bowl. 7-3 Kansas City at 5-6 Las Vegas Raiders. It's in Las Vegas, and Mahomes has had trouble putting away the Raiders, whether it's in Vegas or it's in Oakland. They're never going to be in Oakland ever again, like the Athletics after this year. Sorry, Oakland. But I'm going to take Kansas City in this one. They got to stop with the drops, though. Wide receivers need to get on page. Pat Mahomes, I think, is going to lose the MVP. I thought he was going to get the MVP this year. I think he's going to lose the MVP because a lot of these drops from these wide receivers have been happening too constant. Too much. I'll take Kansas City, though. Sunday at 4:25 p.m. on CBS, the 6-5 Buffalo Bills at the best team in all of the NFL, the 9-1 reigning, defending, undisputed NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm going to take Philly in this one, although, you know how it is, teams that have their backs against the wall, and Buffalo 6-5, probably not going to win the division, although you never know what happens with Miami. Could have a second-half collapse. That's been known to happen in Miami Dolphins circles, especially in the second half of the season. You know? The Bills have their backs to the wall, and a lot of teams, they play with their backs to the wall well. So some do and some don't. I think it's going to be close, but I think Philadelphia is going to pull out with the win. Okay, next game. Sunday Night Football, 8:20 p.m. on NBC, has the 8-3 Baltimore Ravens at the 4-6 Los Angeles Chargers. Now, as you know, I trust the LA Chargers as far as I can throw them, whether it's far, whether it's wide, whether it's long, whether it's not. I don't trust them. The hot seat for Brandon Staley is getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And it's going to get even hotter this Sunday when the Ravens come out with a big win on national TV against LA at SoFi Stadium. And then Monday Night Football, 8:15 p.m. on ESPN. It is a divisional matchup. A whole bunch of these this week. The Minnesota Vikings, who had their first loss in a while, actually, in a few weeks, are going to host the 3-8 Chicago Bears. It's in Minnesota. It's the Vikings. It's the Bears. I'm going to take the Vikings and the Pastronaut, Mr. Norman. who nobody wanted, by the way. You don't think the Jets could be using a guy like this right now? You don't think the Jets could use a guy like the Pastronaut right now? Unbelievable. Typical Jets. That's the way it is, I guess. So I'm going to take the Vikings on Monday Night Football. Okay, to recap, it is 3 games on Thanksgiving, 12:30, 4:30, 8:20. Fox, CBS, and NBC. And I've got Detroit defeating Green Bay. I've got Dallas defeating Washington, and I have Seattle defeating I have San Francisco defeating Seattle in Seattle, I should say. And then the Friday game, Black Friday, which the schedule makers, when they made it, thought it was a great idea until Aaron Rodgers lasted all but 14 seconds, and the season went down the drain, or did it? Might be coming back. Friday, I've got Miami over the Jets. And then the Sunday games, I've got Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Indianapolis, New England, Jacksonville over Houston. That's an AFC South matchup, by the way. Denver, LA Rams, Kansas City, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Minnesota all winning their games on Sunday, and for Minnesota, Monday night, respectively. Said it once, I'll say it again. Please enjoy your Thanksgiving. Stay safe, be safe, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I a psycho for picking these teams? What's going on? Tell me, and I may respond to you, even if you're crude, although I don't want you to be crude. I don't want you to be a lewd, crude, rude dude or dudette. Although the dudettes aren't fond of me right now. In fact, they've actually never been fond of me. Oh, well, because I got to get in better shape. And week number 12, that's this week, okay? Week 13, I'll be back at it next Thursday, because it looks like stuff will be back to normal. The holiday season is never back to normal, but you get the idea. You catch my drift. And J-Dawg today talked about the snow that had happened earlier today, and we even had a cup of snow, not a cup of Joe. Proved that. It was not an illusion. And that was on J-Dawg today. J-Dawg tomorrow. J-Dawg today. Tomorrow talking Thanksgiving. J-Dawg today on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be doing the recap for Week 12 on Tuesday at the usual time, around 10:30 a.m. Eastern. And then J-Dawg's Fearless Football Picks for week number 13 will be next Thursday at around this time, 4:05 p.m. Eastern. And stay safe this holiday season. Stay safe on Thanksgiving. If you eat turkey, great. If you don't, that's great too. There are a lot of people who don't like turkey. I love turkey. Turkey for me, turkey for you. I like to eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. There's my Adam Sandler for the for this segment. Anyway, have a safe Thanksgiving. It's a long weekend. Stay safe then. And I will talk to you during this J-Dawg's Fearless Football Picks next week, next Thursday. Final week of, what is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. When I talk to you on Thursday, next week will be the final day of November. How about that? Wow. It's coming, man. December, end of the year. Thank goodness. 2023 is almost over. All right, I'll see you. Take it easy. Bye. Au revoir.